Wait, you think I'm a lipstick lesbian?
So today we're talking to lesbians and asking them the simple question, when you knew you were gay.
I was 18 when I first came out.
I was also 18.
19.
Both of you?
I was 19.
I was 19.
I was 16 when I first came out. And I was 20 years old when I first came out.
When did you know you were gay though? Because I knew I was gay since I was 9, so I waited 10 years, which is a long time.
Yeah.
I came to this realization as a young child. One time I was in the car with my dad and he was talking to my brother and he said, wow, isn't that girl beautiful? And I remember I looked at her and I was like, God, she's really cute, you're right. And I remember I like never forgot about that girl. She was in a red dress.
I don't know, probably like middle school.
Like I've always been a tomboy. Since I can remember, I was wearing camouflage.
Because like Boy Meets World was huge and like Topanga was like, oh.
I feel like I'm a walking stereotype. So I realized I was gay.
Same thing, girl. Same
I
shit.
realized I was gay and came out when I was at Wellesley College. Go figure.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I was 4. I always knew. I always just knew that like I had wanted nothing to do with guys and I wanted to be more than friends with my best girlfriend.
Is that like all women?
All women's
okay.
college.
Oh
so.
god, it was perfect then.
It was perfect.
Like, oddly enough, I didn't like have this crisis growing up where I was like, am I gay? It was like, I just fell in love with a girl.
I think I just started like putting 2 and 2 together. I really wasn't interested in any of the guys.
But yeah, and I always wanted to like play soldier and like, you know, all the boy things. I'd always play with the boys.
So wait, like 13 you would say maybe? Like,
Yeah, like 12, 13, so like maybe like 6 years-ish.
So I met my first lesbian couple when I was about 12, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like a thing that can happen, right? Like, and I was aware of lesbian relationships. Why do you think so many more teens now are identifying as LGBT compared to way back then?
I think that teens are identifying as LGBT so much more now because of the representation.
Definitely, probably because it's more open and accepted and they're seeing more and more people come out.
But now there is a lot more representation in the world with like celebrities, YouTubers, social media people. You know, there's so many people who are not afraid to be gay. So I think a lot of teens now feel more comfortable actually coming out and actually being gay.
There's LGBT YouTubers, there's LGBT singers and artists and people on TV, there's characters in books. It's so much more inclusive now than it was like 15, 20 years ago or even longer than that.
Right?
Well, I think so too. I think it helps too that a lot of social progress has been made. Yes, homophobia and transphobia still exist, but I think social attitudes have changed for the better thanks to a lot of people who came before us who had to fight many battles.
If you can see someone that you can relate to, you just automatically feel more comfortable being yourself. You feel more comfortable in your skin when you feel like you're not alone. And so the internet has definitely done that.
We see more gay people and bi people and trans people and lesbians on TV, and more people have come out. And so I think that creates an atmosphere where people are more comfortable being themselves and coming out.
Like TV shows and movies are putting more gay characters in them. And I mean, I know that like when I watch a show, I'm always like, okay, well, who's the token gay person? And I say that sarcastically, but in a sense, like it's super awesome to see that happening. Because back when our parents were younger, I mean, that wasn't a thing. No.
So what type of lesbian do you consider yourself?
Soft butch.
I don't really define myself as like a type of lesbian because I kind of go between like femme and then tomboy.
I'm a basic bitch femme.
And you consider yourself a bohemian femme, apparently.
I guess if there had to be a category, I think I would probably lean more in that direction. And that's definitely how I'm usually perceived, so I'll go with it.
I can be feminine, but I can also be masculine. So maybe that's like androgynous. I'm not really sure.
What would your friends say you are?
A lot of people say that I'm androgynous, so I would think that. Yeah.
We're not sure. Let's call one and ask. What type of lesbian would you say I am, and what type of lesbian would you say Jessica is? Wait, you think I'm a lipstick lesbian? You have me fucked up. Okay, so what type of lesbian would you say Jessica is?
Like a femme stud.
What are you typically attracted to?
I'm attracted to the more feminine type.
I feel like I like a lot of people. Like I can fall, like sorry baby, but I can see a lot of people and be like, damn, that girl looks good.
I like really feminine women, but not too femme, so not like high maintenance, like lipstick, lesbian, femme.
Me either.
I like a little bit, like my girlfriend I would say is also like a hard femme.
With that being said, I have never dated someone who is super masculine. Not saying that I ever would, but I've never dated that type of lesbian, so I would say that I'm more, you know, long hair type. lesbian.
If they look good, you know what I mean? Like if they have good hair, they got some good clothes.
So like style
they
is
look
important
fly.
She's not super pretty, prissy.
I'd say I'm more attracted to feminine lesbians, but not like the extreme lipstick lesbian. Like a little bit less than that, and definitely not all the way butch either.
I guess I'm kind of the same. More like femme with like
An edge.
Boy, yeah.
The lesbian that I find as the worst rep would probably be butch lesbians, sadly.
Right.
It's sort of hard because
I
it
think
depends.
I think butches have the hardest rep because so many people stereotype them and have this assumption of how they are when really like it's 50 shades of gay. Like you can't say because someone is butch, they're like this, or because someone's femme, they're like this. It's just a very loose categorization.
Studs,
Yeah.
butch. They have the worst. They just, I feel like society automatically sees them as, you know, that. So they think, oh, they're super, so they're the boy in the relationship. They're like such a guy. Like they're basically a guy.
Yeah. God forbid they date another stud.
They get the most judgment walking down the street.
Yeah.
I think femme lesbians are more sexualized, and so society's like, yeah. And then when it's butch lesbians, since they're more masculine, I think society tends to step away and like kind of judge a little bit more.
Interestingly enough, inside the gay community, I find that sometimes there's judging against femme. It's always assumed that we have it easy or that that we're passing. And so it can be, I'm not saying we have it as hard as butches or anything, I'm not doing the comparison, but it's interesting in the gay community, sometimes the judgments we have of each other.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
No.
I hate labels.
I like them and then I don't like them. I feel like they can trap people in boxes, but also I feel like it can help people discover themselves.
I think that's the one thing that like I wish like our society would like get away from.
People try and keep certain types of lesbian in their like lesbian lane. Like the butches, you must wear suits, you must wear pants. Femmes, you wear dresses and skirts. What if they want to like mix that up a little bit? Like what if a butch wants to wear a dress one day that she like really likes or something?
Who do you think gets the most ass?
I feel like studs get the most ass
I
too.
feel like studs do too. You always hear about like them being so like suave and like I don't know.
Femmes.
Really? Do they really?
Yeah.
That would have to be Shane from the L Word type lesbian and Ari Fitz. Like those people, the people that look like them with a good body, like beautiful face, those are the type of lesbians.
Femmes will get attention from other femmes and butch. Where butches tend not to really attract other butches, they tend to attract other femmes. So
That
if
makes
you're
sense.
a femme, you're kind of bringing it from all sides.
Like gorgeous, great sense of style,
Funny,
kind of androgynous,
hilarious,
just like
beautiful.
yeah, all of that.
My Gaydar is terrible.
My Gaydar is great.
My Gaydar is so terrible.
I'd say it's pretty good, honestly.
The very first girl that I fell in love with was straight.
I think I'm the master of Gaydar.
She definitely thinks she's a master gator. Like we give one lip, we're like,
Gay or nay?
gay or nay. Lesbians are best friends.
Oh my god.
You get the hand holding like lesbians are best friends.
Definitely the mannerisms.
Yeah.
But it's how they look, but it's definitely how they carry themselves, the energy they project.
Flannel.
The lesbian pride flag would be the flannel.
Just the way that they talk or the way that they use their hands, like
Yes.
stuff like that.
I don't know. I feel like for me, it's not really more of like a specific thing that I'm looking for. I feel like I could just look at a person and in my head make the assumption that they are gay.
You can tell someone's gay if they tell you they're gay.
It's hard for soft butch or butch women to figure out if a femme is gay because they look just like every other woman. So how do you tell? I usually tell by the way they're looking at me.
Yep.
If they're looking at me and not like a, is that a boy or a girl type look?
No, they know you're a girl and they're like,
Yeah, there's a different look between confused and
You don't want to go assuming someone's gay just because your gaydar is going off. Like don't label them that way unless you know.
And I'm
That's
right.
kind of how it works. You are right a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm right all the time. And you ask me too. You like, do you think that girl's gay? And I'm
Yeah.
always like, yeah, that girl's gay.
Well, and there's always, I feel like a stare too.
Yeah.
Like if you walk into a room, you can automatically like have eye contact with the other person who is gay or like whatever. I don't
yeah.
know.
There's a look.
Is it energy based?
I 100% think so because like when I think someone's gay and if they are gay, there's just like this vibe between us.
You can feel it. You
You
feel it in your
definitely feel it.
heart, you know? You really feel it.
It is the energy and the mannerisms because whether it's butch or soft butch or assertive femme or hard whatever. I feel that sometimes there's just an energy, like, and it's interesting you brought up hand mannerisms, because that's sometimes, even with, you know, different degrees of femme women, there's sometimes the way, like, there's a kind of way that a lot of gay women hold their bodies and communicate and walk into a room.